In this video, I'm going to talk about arithmetic operators. They are used to perform mathematical computations on numerical values, and the addition and multiplication operators can be used to concatenate or repeat sequence types such as strings, lists, or tuples. They follow the precedence rules of parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. The addition operator adds two operands together or concatenates sequences. The subtraction operator subtracts the right operand from the left operand. The multiplication operator multiplies operands together to produce a product or repeats sequences if used on a sequence type. The division operator divides the left operand by the right operand to produce a quotient. The floor division operator performs division and returns an integer quotient. The modulus operator performs division and returns the remainder. And the exponentiation operator raises the left operand to the power of the right operand. In my development environment here, you'll see that I have created some variables to work with, and down here I'm going to output the result of our operations. So the first thing we'll do is the addition operator, so I will type in x plus y, and if I run this, we'll get the output down here of 13. Then if I were to subtract y from x, I will get the output -7. If I were to use the asterisk to multiply x and y, which is 3 and 10 together, we get the output of 30. And if I were to divide x by y using the / character, I would get 0.3. For the more uncommon operators, such as floor division, I'm going to swap the x and y variables here. So we're going to do floor division, y divided by x. And when I run this, it's going to return the integer value of 3 because floor division returns whole integer numbers and gets rid of the decimal and anything after the decimal. The next operator will be the modulus operator, which is the percent character. And this is an important operator to know because it is used heavily in mathematics and used for encryption and decryption. And what this does is it divides the left operand by the right operand and returns the remainder. So in this case, the remainder would be 1. So we get the output of 1. And then finally, we have exponentiation, which is 2 asterisks. And this is going to raise the operand on the left to the power of the operand on the right. So it's going to be 10 to the third power, which is 1,000. And you'll see here we have the output 1,000. So now let's look at some examples that use the precedence rules. So we could do something like x plus y divided by x to the power of y. And when I run this, the first thing that's going to happen is because exponents comes before division or addition, it's going to raise 3 to the power of 10. And then it is going to divide 10 by whatever the result of raising 3 to the power of 10 is. And then finally, it's going to take 3 plus whatever the result of this is. So when I run this, we'll get this output here, which is 3, and then a very, very, very small decimal place after it. And that is because 3 to the power of 10 is a really large number, and 10 divided by that produces this very, very tiny number here. We can also use some parentheses to have a bit more control over the precedence. So if I wanted to, let's say, do x plus y before I did anything else, I could put those in parentheses. And now when this runs, it's going to perform the operations inside the parentheses, then the exponents, and then it's going to divide the two. So this is going to end up being 13 divided by 3 to the 10th power, and it's going to be a very, very small number. And we get this down here, which is indeed a very small number. I also mentioned that the addition operator can be used to concatenate sequence types, and the multiplication operator can be used for repetition in sequence types. This is something that we will first look at when we get to strings.